This is a video for fishing kits. That's my thing and all that sort of malarkey. It's my one, and this is the BCB fishing kit, which I've just bought. I think it was £3 online somewhere, some military place. Anyway, we'll go for what's in this one and why I think it's shit. But actually, there is a nice bit of paper in here. It tells you what's in there. It says line approximately 36 metres, a winder, 2 swivels, 2 hooks, 2 weights and 2 lures. On the back it says not to lose any stuff. Cut this card into 3 strips and use this as a coloured lure. A better lure would be anything shiny, silver foil for instance, which is not in the pack, especially or any part, especially the stomach of your fish. That's the info, BCB Limited, Cardiff. On the inside, it's the first time I've opened it. I've seen it through the pack, but it tells you how to attach the weights with a turtle knot. Well, it says to attach the weights, but it's a picture of hooks, not just slating it because it's rubbish, because it's not mine. Hook onto nylon, the half blood knot, which does work. I prefer a grinner knot or just a loop knot really, but they're ample. What's this one? The eyes and entrails also make good bait. Be careful when fishing. Large shoals, barracuda, shark. Light at night attracts fish. Surplus fish can be cut into strips and dried for future use as food or bait. Just tells you where to fish. A piece of cloth or wool, especially red, is good as bait. Most of the fish with poison flesh are to be found in tropic. I got a phone call, but I'll have to decline that. Back to this. Blah blah blah. And it says about that. And fish is dangerous to handle with sharp spines, whatever. Yeah. So that's the card that it comes with. You go through. The line is on a hand winder, which is, I don't know if you see that, it's flimsy. It would do a job, but it's flimsy. It doesn't say what poundage the line is. It looks like it's monofilament, and it looks like £8 to £10 maybe £12. I'm not sure, but it works. If you've got, well, there's 4. I've got big hands, I must admit. My glove size is extra large, and it's 3. It would work. There's no doubt in that. But yeah, I wouldn't get 4 in there. This is the other stuff. The weights are good. The 2 weights you do get with it, I'd say they're about an ounce each. Yeah, they're decent. They're weights. You've got nothing to attach it like a. Oh, we've got some snap. Oh, well, 1 snap swivel. It says 2, but unless I've misplaced one, you might be able to see it. I can't. But anyway, I can always put another one in there. Oh, I'm not going to use this kit anyway. But so you get a snap swivel, which is snap swivel. Doesn't look the biggest weight, but it holds a good few poundage. The hooks are huge. You could probably catch carp in fresh water with these, but I do like the idea of the rubber on the hook. It's quite nice. They do look quite flimsy. They're not very good. Not very good, but they're not a thick gauge of wire. They're like blue. They almost look like anodised, but they're not. There's 2 of them. 2 hooks. So you've got two hooks. This little lure looks pretty decent. It seems to be geared up for sea fish. Which it says about the raft and all that sort of stuff. But with a small lure like this, you would catch fish, there's no doubt about it, mackerel and stuff. But it's, well, my fingers, I know I've got big fat fingers, but it's quite small. But it does look as though it would work. There's no doubt about that. It would work in some places. And this, I don't know what that is, to be honest. It's supposed to be a lure, fly. Let's see, the construction of that looks rubbish. That would definitely catch fish in the sea, but it looks to be all threaded onto one side of the hook when I thought it would be like moved round over to the top. So it's just on one side, but it's got. Actually, I'll pick that up. Yeah, it's got some like stuff to hold it on, and it's glued. I think I can't move that round, so it's glued. The hook, I don't know, almost looks like aluminium. You could probably bend that. Let's have a go. I don't want to stab myself in the hand. I'm pretty sure you could. And I'll weigh the kit and see how much it weighs, and then just compare it to my one, really. Right, so we're missing the swivel, which doesn't hardly weigh anything, to be honest. All of that's on there, and that weighs, what's that in grams? What's that, 100, so 70, about 60 grams, should you say, 60 something? What's that, 20, 40, 60, no, 25, 50, I'd say 65 grams maybe. Right, so we get that out of the way. My one, this is not really, this is my personal one. Obviously I do sell them and all that sort of stuff and give them away. This is one purposely done for me, what I fish with. I usually tend to fish for carp off the surface with it in the summer months. I've used it for other things as well, but it's generally carp. And there's quite a lot of stuff in there, like loads extras I put in. And that weighs 125 grams, would you agree on that? But this is what's in mine. The lanyard's different. It's an old one that I used to have, like the old mil-spec Army England, a British one, which is not, it's not paracord by any means. The lid on mine has just got a little bit of Ranger band on it. For no other reason, it's just a bit more Ranger band. It's set up with, I think it's £4 line, or mine might be £8 line all the way through. I think I've got like 100 metres or 120 metres on there. But on the ones that I produce or whatever, it's £4 line and £12 line. The £12 line, I think there's like, that might be 30 metres or 40 metres, and the £4 line is something like 60 metres, something like that. I don't. You have to go on to something to find out. I can't really remember. Got a brain like a sieve. And mine's already got a hair reed carp pop up to a size 8 or 10 hook, so it's ready for me to go. Just peel that back and just whack it out there. I know I do everything one-handed, and I'm starting to get a bit better at it. Right, so mine in it, as I said, it's just literally for my fishing. And I do urge you to do the same. Set it up. That's why I tried to colour it, but obviously it's come off. So yeah, obviously I urge you to do whatever situation suits you, really. I've got a lot of these little mini bobbers sort of thing that I slide up the line sometimes if I need to get out further or I can't see where my bait is. I just pop one of them on the line. Obviously carp pop-up boilies, they float, and there's different sizes, different, well, they probably all smell the same, to be honest, now, but yeah, they're all different. I've got one float in there which I've never used, but it fits in there. So I've got a load of flies and fake maggots. Just probably, I don't know, let's have a quick count. Well, I'm not going to count, but roughly 6 or 8 flies and yeah, like 10 little maggots. A little buffer bead for a running rig line. Sometimes in my EDC bag, or whatever you want to call it, my backpack, I do have like a, actually I might put one of them weights in there, one of them 1 ounce weights. But I've got a 2 ounce like carp weight, which I can just put on the line to slide down if I'm going to fish a bottom rig, which I very rarely do, but I like to keep it in there anyway. I've got a boilie, what is that? To do a hair rig, just to, you poke it through the bait, and then put it onto the loop, your bait, and then put it onto the loop of the line. It will actually, it does See that little plastic connector? Yeah, it just goes all the way through the bait. That's in there, it fits in there, so why not? I've got a ton of hooks. And like I said, there's one coming out there. Usually just use the carp hooks, but I've got probably 20 to 25. Yeah, probably it's about 25 carp hooks. There's 4 really large hooks, and I've got probably, I don't know, 20 of the little small maggot hooks. But I just use the carp hooks. And some weights and some swivels in there, a load of them. And there's 1, 2, 3 spinners. So personally, I think for the money that mine costs and what I've got in it, and the way you can adapt it, and the ease of use, and you've seen it when it's all packed up. I don't want to sound like I'm just selling my thing, sort of thing, really. But for how small it is, I think it's much better than that. I know that was like a quarter of the price, but you can definitely tell the options with mine. I know this is kitted out for me, and the ones I send out, I haven't got one already made up. I'd show you what goes in, but I'll just scroll through my videos. That's what they are, really. Most of them, that kind of stuff. But I know I've started to waffle again. Once again, me YouTube waffling. I don't usually waffle. Well, my missus might say that, but it's just a comparison of that, the BCB fishing kit, which is kind of loose, really, to like a more extensive one that we can all produce. Really, it's not hard. Like I say, I don't want to don't want to like, oversell myself, but they are fucking awesome, and you should get on them. Right, that's it. That's me out for today. Cheers.